What's going on YouTube? How's everybody getting on? Welcome back to another episode of Danny's Dishes. Today we're doing a lovely vegan stew. So we're basically getting a load of nice fresh veg and we're going cooking nice and slow. And we're going to do that with some coconut infused rice. So we've got some kidney beans, some chickpeas, we've got red onions, scallions, cauliflower, broccoli, mushrooms, carrots and peppers. And first job on the block is to wash and peel. So I'm going to get these washed and peeled and we'll get onto the prep. So this is going to be a good one. Now that I have the veg all washed, all I've done is take the skin off the onions and peeled the carrots and literally just topped and tailed them. So cut off the top, cut off the bottom, and we're ready to go. So first vegan dish going on the channel, so very exciting. So the best way to do this now, I suppose like this, yeah. So for the onion, we're just gonna cut it straight across the top. This will be your classic cut, French cut for onions. You want your veg to be bulky in this stew because you'll be cooking it long, but also gives great texture and it will hold off on the heat a lot better. And there you go. So nice sliced onion. Into the pot we go, the pan we go, still side bend it just to make it easier for you. So once you get all this veg cut, you've just to cook. So all I'm doing is cutting up the carrots nice and roughly. So bring the board nice and close to you. So I'm going to cut through the core of the carrot to help the carrot cook a bit easier and gives a nice shape to the carrot. So all I'm literally doing is with my knife, coming in at an angle, cutting through the core, rolling over the carrot a bit. Like rough diamonds. Like I said, this will make your carrots easier to cook because you're kind of exposing the core to the heat, and the core is usually the longest part of the carrot to cook. And the carrot is going to be kind of acting as our main substance really for this, on top of our broccoli and our chickpeas and our peas. So now on to our courgette. Top and tail. Easiest way will be from top to bottom, go straight down. Down again. Move only half onto your board. Keep it as chunky as you want. Like I said, we'll be cooking this for as long as we want. So we want the veg to be able to take the heat and take the initial heat we'll be putting in, because we'll be putting into a dry pan. Show you the veg ready. Broccoli, we won't need too much broccoli, so you literally be just taking it off the stem. Now I'm cooking for 3 people, so I'll be using quite a bit of this broccoli, but you'll only need a third of this. So 1 or 2 will be more than plenty for one person. You only need half a courgette, but this is a handy dinner for 3. Healthy dinner, packed with flavour. And like I said, it'll be the first vegan dish going on, so it's quite exciting times. As exciting as we can get for COVID anyways. Mushrooms, straightforward. Keep the mushrooms nice and chunky because they're going to have to take the heat as well. Cut them too small, they'll go to mush. Keep them chunky, they'll take a lovely shape. Make sure to get yourself a nice big pot so the heat can spread out nice and evenly for the starting of it. Pepper, bottom, top, down your sides. Best way to do this. Try again. Down the middle. 1, 2. Down the middle. Across. 1, 2. Keeps everything roughly the same size, and like I said, it'll be enough to take on the length of time you'll be cooking it. I hope you're all enjoying the video so far. The feedback that I've been getting off you is very helpful for myself. And now, cauliflower. So just take off all these kind of loose bits. Don't need them at all. The idea with cauliflower is now you can cut it straight down the middle and then just take off the half that you want. You can also be kind of tactful about it and go in by the butt and get all those lovely whole bits of cauliflower while also keeping the rest of it on the butt, and that will hold well for you in the fridge. And all you have to do is literally break that up with your fingers. So a quick clean of the board now, and we'll be able to cut our scallions, and we're going to toast off some lovely nuts. So I have a few mixed seeds and a lovely few bits of cashew nuts. We're going to put those into the oven, and that's going to be like a little bit of a garnish and even more texture. I've drained off the chickpeas, I've drained off the red kidney beans. So the minute we cut the scallions, then we'll be going over and cooking. So just a quick clean down now, and we'll cut the scallions. Now, like before the scallions, after the clean down, just trim off your top so you can get a nice even cut across your scallions. Keep your elastic band on the bottom, that's going to help your scallions stay together. Keep them in a bunch, nice tight bunch, going in at an angle. Always keeping your fingers tucked in behind the kind of edge of your knuckle here. So always keeping your fingers tucked in behind there so your knife can't cut your fingers. All it's going to end up doing is just, that's basically what's going to happen. Your knife's never going to cut in at your fingers, and because you have your knife placed down like this, you're safe. So you can see, lovely finely cut scallions there. The angle helps adding a bit of nicety to it. Bit of restaurant fancy. But this is only going to be used kind of as a finishing touch anyways. We're not going to be cooking with this. We're just going to be putting this on top with the nuts. So that's that bit done. That's all the veg prep done. So it's just a matter of cooking. Now, for the veg, before we cook it all, we're going to season it. So for the veg, teaspoon of cumin, 2 teaspoons of coriander powder, not the herb. Garam masala, 1 teaspoon. Paprika, 2 teaspoons. And turmeric, 2 teaspoons. A little bit of salt. A little bit of black cracked pepper. And a teaspoon of tomato paste. With pastes and spices, it's always good to kind of get them in beforehand, because when we fry off that veg, what you're going to be getting is the release of all the flavour from the spices and the paste. So I'm going to toss that up now, get it through the veg, and we'll pop on over and we're going to get our cooking on. Let's get cooking. Okay, so guys, now we have our pan heating up there with rapeseed oil, so vegan rapeseed oil, and we're going to get that pan get nice and hot now. So we're going to allow that oil to go all the way around the base of our pan. Then we're going to hit it with our veg. Then we're going to hit it with our chickpeas and our kidney beans, with our chopped tomatoes, our vegan stock, and voila, we'll have a nice stew, and you can cook it for as long as you want. Like I said, this is really down to the person that you are, how soft you like your veg, how well tinted you like your veg. If you like your veg hard, you're not going to leave it on as long. If you like your veg soft, you're going to leave it on longer. And look, this is not a set recipe. If you like your veg, let's say you don't like cauliflower, don't put it in. Put whatever veg you like in. If you like aubergine, put that in. This is really to do with you. So I'm just going to show you how to use the spices and the flavours and stuff like that. And then you can take this recipe and do with it kind of your own little twists. I'd even love to see you make it and maybe tag me in it, and we can talk about dishes wherever you like. So this pan's getting nice and hot now, so I'll just show you what we're going to do. So start off with half the veg. Let that veg get nice colours, nicely coloured, and then we'll add the other half of it. So that's what we're going to do now. So I'll move you out to the side. Okay, so guys, veg is added in. Give that a quick stir around. I'll stuff in the oil. Like a nice golden colour to start off with. You start smelling those herbs, you start smelling that oil, or the spices. Take it on a bit. Well, there we go with the rest of them. Well, like I said, the key to making this dish, the key to making this stew, the best stew that it can be, or casserole, or whatever you want to call it yourself, is by making sure you have a big enough pot to share the heat load so that your veg can cook evenly, get colour, absorb that flavour, and really, then it's up to yourself. If you don't like peppers, don't put in peppers. Put in an extra onion, put in extra cauliflower, put in really anything you'd like. This is a great dish for kind of stockpiling, so you could make this one day as a vegan dish. Then you can cook off a chicken breast and have it with chicken the next day, as long as you let it cool down. This is kind of one of those dishes that you can cook off and get 2 or 3 days out of it. And it holds really well. Once you take it off the heat, break it into smaller batches, let it cool down, put it away in the fridge, and it can be one of your couple of meals every couple of days. Our rice pot is heating up there now. So all we'll be doing is doing the rice as we always do, putting in enough rice to just have it covered over, so we'll let the rice cook away there. The flavours of the spices are really coming through now. So Here are 2 types of beans. Let them cook off. Let them take on the flavours that are inside this pot as well. No harm with the flavours coming through in them. So I have left this on the heat from roughly now, we'll say another 6 minutes. 6 minutes. So I got good colour on the cauliflower, I got good colour on the veg. In goes the chopped tomatoes. And with the chopped tomatoes goes in enough water to cover the veg. I'm going to show you what I mean by that. So I've added a bit of water with my chopped tomatoes there, and as you can see, there's just not enough. There's still some veg kind of sticking out there. So what you do is just add a tiny bit more water, just a tiny bit, because as this cooks, your veg are going to release some juices. So all we're going to add now is the stock pot. Once that stock pot goes in, just let it do its magic. Let cooking do all the hard work for you. So you're just going to let that cook away. Stir in the stock pot and just let that cook away. Make sure to come back every so often, check on your veg, move it around, give it a taste every now and then, see how your veg is doing. And that's voila. All your hard work is done. Just let your veg cook. Folks, same with the rice. Just enough to cover the rice, because you want that rice to absorb the flavour of the coconut milk. So all that's gone in here is turmeric, ginger, salt, pepper, vegetarian vegan stock. Okay. Just make sure just say if you're buying the stock pots, make sure it says vegetarian vegan, or if you're not vegan, vegetarian is fine too. Just, we're going for a vegan meal here today, so we're gonna have a lovely rice, lovely coconut rice. This is just an exciting way to kind of jazz up your rice a bit. And our lovely stew, and that's cooking away nice and slow. So that's it, your hard work is done. I'm going to come back and check on this in maybe 20 minutes, and we're going to see how things are going. So guys, as you can see, after about 10 minutes, because the water was boiling, or the coconut milk and water was boiling as you put it in, your rice cooks nice and fast. So all you got to do now is rotate it until you get the rest of that moisture out. So you'll be kind of looking after this pan while your veg cooks. So your stew is cooking. All you have to do is look after your rice. Just give that a gentle stir until your moisture cooks out. And we're going to do something a bit more adventurous, because we've got plenty of finely cut scallions. I'm going to add some of them into the rice. Wild, I know. 2 minutes have gone by. Water is slowly reduced. We're going to turn off the pot, mix our scallions through that rice, put a lid on it, and then you cook your veg stew for as long as you want. You'll have lovely hot rice, just lovely scallions through it, and lovely bean casserole. Bean stew, bean casserole. Call it whatever you want. It's going to be your dinner. So folks, as you can see there now, the veg has got nice and soft, kept a nice colour. Now, like I said, you can cook it to as soft as you want, or cook it to as hard as you want. I like my veg a little bit al dente, so basically what that means is it'll be soft on the outside, but you'll have a bit of bite in the middle. It won't be a firm bite, but you'll have to you'll have to basically chew your veg, and it just keeps the veg much better. And the rice. Now folks, the simple bit, the plating. So with our rice, just along one side. on the green or stew or casserole, however you'd like to call it. Now with our spring onion, we're just going to sprinkle it all on top. We're here with some cherries. And there you have it, folks. So that's it there now, folks. Lovely colour, lovely textures, lovely vibrancy. Really quick, really easy to do. Now it's just a taste test. And like I said, it's all in the prep. So guys, that was it. Vegan bean casserole stew. And sure, look, if you like what you're seeing and you're enjoying the content, please feel free to like, share, comment and subscribe. And sure, recommend me. Maybe somebody out there needs a few hints or tricks, or keep coming with your feedback. I enjoy your feedback. All your videos are coming as well, by the way. That rice, everything together is really good. Sorry, everything together is really good, but it's really healthy. And look, it breaks up the week for yourselves. You know, you don't always have to eat meat or eat fish, or there's some great vegetarian dishes out there, and there's some great alternatives out there. It's no harm to have a vegetarian day or a vegan day one day in the week. You know, there's some great recipes, and I look forward to sharing them with you. This is the first of many, as is the desserts that are coming. I'm promising desserts are coming, and plenty of other stuff, bigger and better to come. But like I said, guys, thanks for popping by. Thanks for watching the video. I hope you're taking stuff away from this. And look, anything, let me know. Reach me out on my socials, or just comment under the video. Bon appetit. Have fun.